Hi guys, it's Miss Heidi. I'm really excited to be sharing some really fun activities with you this afternoon. But before I get started, I wanted to show you a little something that I found in my backyard that gave me some inspiration for the crafts we're going to be doing today. So if you look just over my head, you can see that I have found a little something hanging off of my lamp outside. You know what that is? It is a chrysalis. I wanted to show you here, if you can see close up how cool it looks. It's very bumpy and it's just hanging. So I wonder if you guys know what's going to come out of that chrysalis. Well, we're going to go do some crafts right now and we'll go talk all about it. Come with me. Hi guys, so that was a really cool chrysalis outside that I was able to show you. And so now I'm really excited to talk to you about the crafts we're going to be doing. I don't know if you guys remember this book about the very hungry caterpillar and how he eats and eats and eats all kinds of food. He just eats and eats, and then he builds himself. Let me see if I can find the right page here. He builds himself a chrysalis, just like this, like the one we found outside, right? And then he turns into a butterfly. So I have some really cool butterfly crafts that I wanted to share with you today. Now that little caterpillar that you saw that turned into a chrysalis, I saw crawling around my yard just last week, and I moved him into the dirt just to make sure that the puppies or the kitty wouldn't find it as a fun toy to play with. And then a week later, I found the very cool chrysalis. So that made me excited to do some fun things with you guys today. As you see, my usual easy cleanup for working and doing artwork inside. I like to lay down either a piece of plastic wrap and tape it down, or I'll cut open a garbage bag and cut up the sides, open it up, and then we have this nice big work area, and then I can crumple it up and throw it away, and we're done. Easy cleanup. So I've done that here today with my saran wrap and my masking tape, just so that it's easier for me when I'm done. And one of the first really cool crafts that I wanted to talk to you about today was how we can make a very fun butterfly. One of the easiest ways, there's a couple different ways to do this craft. One of the easiest ways, with very little mess, without paint or anything, is to draw and color your butterfly. So if you take a piece of paper and you take your child's hand, the little teeny hand will be a lot smaller than mine, and you trace around the hand so that the thumb is the antenna. So I'm going to show you how to do that here. I'm just going to go around each and every finger, and then we want to make sure that that thumb is placed well so that it can be the antenna for our butterfly, kind of up and out of the way. And then we can just finish this off. Your kids will be much smaller. And then if you do that to the other side and cut it out, it'll be connected. You can make sure that you don't cut in the middle. And then you can color this any way you want with lots of fun different colors. Or you can get some paints out and paint on it. Some fun different, what's the word I'm looking for? Patterns and decorations. And then when you cut it out, you can take like a Chanel strip and glue it right on here to make the body. Or another fun thing that I like to do is when you've saved up some of those toilet paper rolls at home, we can connect this right onto the toilet paper roll to make a fun butterfly. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So if we did this way, super easy cleanup, You could put it on a card and send it to grandma and grandpa or a friend. That's a fun way to do it. Or the next way that I like to do this craft is to get messy with paints. And so I did this with my son when he was little. I took his feet and I painted his feet and put them on a card, and it looked like a really cool butterfly. But today we're gonna do that with my hands because I figure my hands are gonna be a little smaller than my feet to fit on this paper. So an easy way to do it, I like to mix the colors so it comes out with a really cool pattern. And here I have a sponge brush, which I like to do for a lot of my painting on the kids' hands because it leaves less of the paint and it's easier to wash off. But any paintbrush is fine, or even just put the paint in a big dish and stick your kid's hand in it, and then you can paint it on. But I'm gonna get a little creative here with my pink and yellow colors, and I'll show you how to make this into a really cool handprint butterfly. So here is one way that you can make. Let me see, I need a little bit more paint. My hands are bigger than the little preschoolers. Then we're gonna make a nice handprint here. And then you're gonna wanna push those fingers down, especially if the kids like to curl them up, make sure they're all pressed down, and woo, we have one side of our butterfly. And then I'm gonna do the other side, probably just the same hand since I'm a grown-up. We'll make it easy, and I'll just paint not my thumb, and that'll be the antenna. And then I like to also take, when we're doing the toilet paper roll, I like to paint that as well. So I'm just gonna do my thumb for the head of the butterfly. And we can add some Chanel strips to this to make some antennas, or some really fun googly eyes that I have here to make her look pretty. One thing I didn't get myself was a little towel so I could show you some of my other ones. But here is one of the really cute butterflies that I like to make. Another variation of this is to let this dry. And while you're letting that dry, you paint the toilet paper roll. And it's a really fun activity to do. And then you can cut it out and you can have an actual real butterfly to play around with and run around out in the yard with for some pretend play. But yeah, I would paint this all round, and then I would cut out my butterfly and throughout the fingers, and then we'd have a very cool butterfly to play around with. And then just simply sticking some tape to attach the paper to the toilet paper roll. Or you can get some glue and you can glue it with masking, any kind of glue or masking tape or anything like that. So I can get my scraps off here, and then we can take the glue and put it right here for another fun little butterfly. I have other googly eyes I can add to this. And then add some Chanel strips to the top for some really cute little antennas. So that's another way that I would do a cute little butterfly craft. One more really fun one that I can show you here. Oh, it's so pink. This is one of the easiest ones too, but it is a little messy. So what I like to do is I would take a piece of paper and I would cut it into the shape of a butterfly, or just leave it as it is, give it a little crease in the middle, and then we're gonna make what I call splat butterflies. Here, I'm gonna move this one here to the edge. If we put tape on that, it's gorgeous. So we have folded it in the middle. We're going to take some of our paint here and just slap it on any way we want. Kind of in the shape of a butterfly, if you're doing it just on a straight piece of paper without any direction there. And we're gonna make what I call a splatter butterfly. Whoop, that's a lot of paint. But we fold it in half, kind of move that paint. Kids really love to kind of squish that paint all over different directions. Give it a good smush. Ooh, some of that paint likes to squeeze out on the edges. Then when you open it up, ooh, it looks like, oh, a really cool, what I call a splatter butterfly. Whoa. And then this we can even decorate as well. We can throw our Chanel strips or pipe cleaners in the middle and put on some really fun googly eyes with that one as well. So these are some of my favorite butterfly crafts to do. I hope you guys have fun trying them at home and having fun playing with them outside and running around. So make sure you guys get these done and wash your hands at the end. Thanks for coming and checking out my butterfly craft. I miss you guys.